everyone, welcome to NDTV, and today I am excited to host the incredible Manu Bhaker, a shooting superstar who has not only made her mark on the global stage with her historic achievements at the Paris Olympics, but she has also emerged as a role model for the youth in Indian sports. Manu has been quite busy these days with brand felicitation programs, endorsements and even other commitments, but we are lucky to have her with us on NDTV to discuss her journey, accomplishments and also her goals for the upcoming year. Thank you, Manu, for taking the time. I would like to begin by asking what actually drew you to shooting, and what keeps you motivated to to remain optimist at the highest levels.
So truly, I think it was my love for sports since a very young age. I think I started into different sports when I was in second grade. So I think it's a love for the sport, and plus I love and enjoy trying different things. So shooting at that time was, even I had never heard of it. I was like, what is shooting? So at that time, one of my friends used to go to the shooting range. We had a range in our school. So we had a small shooting range in our school, Universal Senior Secondary School. It's in a village, Korea, in Chhajjar district of Haryana. So one time I was skipping a class because I was getting bored and all. So my friend took me to the shooting range, and the coach there at that time, he was like, you have a lot of potential in shooting. So because of different sports, I was very strong in my muscles and everything were very strong. So my upper body strength was very good. So that's why my coach was like, you can really excel in no time. So he was the one who actually told this to my parents and actually was like, give her 1 year time. And my mother wanted me to send to some institute in Kota for my PMT studies, MBBS and all doctors. So that's how I started with shooting, and I took 1 year in the first go. And so I used all the equipments we had in the shooting range, and I made it to the nationals, and I shot very good in trials also. So I was in the team.
Right.
And there was no looking back after that.
Interesting.
Motivation, I mean, like sometimes we all feel demotivated. We all want to give up and we all want to just, do something else in life. Maybe not this. But those are the times that made me really strong, mentally as well as physically, because even if I was feeling like I don't want to train today, I don't feel like going to the gym today, or I don't feel like, waking up early in the morning today, I still pushed myself as much as I could, and I'm so proud of myself that I did not give up, and that my family, especially my mother, she was always rooting for me. She has always been there for my entire journey, and she is like one person who is like the pillar of strength in my entire life, and then my coach who kept going with me in my journey through and through.
All right, interesting. But can you run us through what a typical day of your training looks like, and how do you manage stress?
So typically, my day, if I'm training, would look like morning 5:15 I'll wake up. Then from 5:30 to 6:30 I will do my yoga. So it takes around 40 minutes for me to complete my yoga. So say I'm finished around 6:20 or something, and then I'll just get ready, and then I'll have my breakfast, and then I'll head to the range.
Okay.
I'll probably train there from dusk till dawn, as we say it.
Yeah.
But lunch, for lunch, we have like 1.5 to 2 hours break. So my mom used to get the lunch in the shooting range, so I don't have to travel and I don't waste my time, even like 15 minutes. And then after that, I come back at my home around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then I head to the gym around 6 o'clock. Then 1.5 to 2 hours in the gym, and then that's most of it.
That's quite a hectic schedule, though. How do you balance between your training and also your personal life, spending time with family and elsewhere? How do you do that? Are you actually making a lot of sacrifice there?
See, it can be really challenging at times, and for me also, I mean, even spending time with my family has been a bit challenging over the years, because being an athlete and very active athlete, I've been traveling way too much, like a lot.
Okay.
Traveling is a lot, although I enjoy traveling. But sometimes I miss my family, I miss ghar ka khana. And then I really want to get back, and sometimes I really want to go back and just, spend a day with my mom or something. So yes, it can be difficult, but you have to fulfill your dreams no matter
Right.
what, okay? You only get one life, and you have to make something out of it, and you have to make your parents proud,
Absolutely.
and you have to do something in your life, like something good, something cool, something huge.
All right,
Yeah.
but you said you miss ghar ka khana. What is that khana? What is your favorite khana in that sense?
So of course, being an Indian, I love Indian food. And if we talk about ghar ka khana, I would say bajre ki roti, makhan, bahut sara makhan, then chutney, और रायता हो गया, and then we'll have sometimes aloo ka paratha.
Okay.
And like so many things. I love everything that my mom cooks, that she makes. So it's, yeah, I really miss it at times.
I get it. But talking about sports, what are the upcoming competitions you are looking forward to, and what is your next immediate goal?
So right now, I will start my training in November, and then after that, I will start competing a month or two later. And yeah, of course, after that, the journey starts with all the competitions and this and that and this and that, camps and competitions and trials and everything. And the ultimate goal will be LA 2028, the gold medal in it. Yeah.
All right. I'm very keen to know about how do you manage your finances?
So honestly, being an active athlete, it is difficult for me at times to go through everything and actually know the market and the finance world. But see, it's very important, and every person should know how to handle their finances. Even I'm learning, so I also have a few tricks and everything in this. So how to like save money or how to invest in something. So we all should know the basic things so that our future is secured. So that if we want to, maybe start a business one day, so we have all that kind of backing up, and we have saved enough for it, or we have if we have incoming, say salaries or like income. So it's a flowing income, then we should save something, or if we win something, for example, if I win a competition, if I get a cash award or something, I'll put it in my bank, and then I'll think about it. I'll try and think of all the options that they are available for the best things. Although I'm not an expert here,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I'm trying my best to actually learn it.
But what are the preferred avenues for savings according to you? I mean, you are learning, but still, you did mention slightly about business. Is that something that you are hinting at? Are you looking at opening a business or something?
See, honestly,
like that?
I think you never know. You never know what you want to do in life. And see, if you would, I'm a kind of person who is like, okay, I want to try this. Even if I'm not very good at it, and my heart will tell me to, you have to try this, you have to try this. So I will try it. I will give it a try. So for me, it's like financial stability ke saath saath financial freedom also you have. Then of making decisions of if you want to start a business, if you want to put some money in something, or help somebody in need, whatever it is. So you have to have a plan for that. And for the avenues you ask me, I mean, I'm still learning, come on, okay?
Yeah.
But there are a few things, if you don't know what to do with the money. So right now, for me, is like, if I don't know what to do with the money, I'll probably take a piece of land somewhere until I figure out what is the best thing that I can put my money into. So till the time, you can just buy a small piece of land somewhere where the value will be either only like grow, slightly grow. The slightest of growth is also fine, rather than just that being in your bank account. So I mean, there are different kinds of things. Maybe like fixed deposits also. I think people do a lot of that. In mutual funds, stock markets, then investing in properties.
Are you interested in stock markets?
See, I do not have that kind of knowledge about stock market, but I would love to learn it.
Yes.
And I would actually love to do it, but I don't get enough time, okay? Honestly, being active in sports, I do not, the time is very limited.
Absolutely, I get that. But
So-
you know, I would like to know from you. There are so many young athletes now coming, and you know, there is one in almost every household who wants to become another Manu Bhaker or Neeraj Chopra or PV Sindhu for that matter. But what is that piece of advice do you have for them? How early should they start managing their finance, because there is a lot of income problems also at several households. So how do you address that?
See, I think firstly the parents should also actually initiate it.
Yeah.
That being kids, you need to know how to save money, how to what all costs what, and the price of everything, and the bigger picture. I think the parents should paint a big picture in their children's heads. That
Absolutely.
all of this is there in the world. If you want to put your child in the real world, they have to know everything. Okay, so it's not like you will tell them everything in one go, but slowly, step by step, you need to tell them about everything, and they should learn how to manage money, how
Yeah.
to invest things, and all, because see, you never know what future holds, and everything in life comes with a price. May it be health facilities, may it be transport, may it be the basic necessities in life. So of course, I'm a huge believer that people should know how to manage their money, and children, in fact, should be taught from a very young age how to maybe even start a business. I don't know, because in other countries this is trending actually.
Yeah.
That children of like 14, 15 years old, they're starting some business, and then they're taking this they're making a friend circle, and then they are actually investing in properties or lands or stock markets and everything, and they're earning really well.
Yes, they are.
So
yes.
this we need to start in India also, and I think the parents need to initiate it and then guide them through it, and
Absolutely.
actually make them believe that if you have, if you dream of something big, you can actually achieve it.
Absolutely. I am also keen to know who are some of your role models in sports, and what have you learned from them?
So honestly, there's no one person, but I try and take out motivation from every person's life. So I've been following up many athletes' life very closely through books, movies, or even talking to them in person. So there has been Maggie Combs. I started with her journey, how like I watched the movie.
Yeah.
So it was a very, very good movie, and I think I drew out a lot of motivation from that, a lot of inspiration from that. And we all have a lot to learn from these legends, because see, Mary Kom for once, and PV Sindhu, I absolutely love her. And then Saina Nehwal, Sania Mirza, then Neeraj Chopra, then Virat Kohli, Sachin sir, Dhoni sir.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people are doing brilliant. And of course, they have sacrificed something to be that brilliant in life. And I've read Usain Bolt's book, or for example, say Ronaldo. Many people love him. So
Yes.
he's like one of the most loved athletes worldwide. So we need to know their stories. We need to actually try and derive motivation from the day-to-day life.
Absolutely, yes.
So I personally do that.
Absolutely, get
Someday it will be one person I'll be actually researching on, and then 2 days later there'll be somebody else I'll be actually be like, okay, he did that when he was young. Okay, he's that kind of person, or this helps him focus, or this helps him in his sport. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
We must all do that.
All right, Manu, my last question to you is, how was it to compete in Olympics, and is there any special moments that you would like to share?
So Olympics, I would say that while we were headed to Olympic Games, I was not very confident. While on the bus to the venue of shooting, I had this triggering injury in my scapula, and I was so terrified. I was very scared. And at that time, to my coach, I was like, I'm not confident at all. I don't know what happens, but I'm really scared about it. So he was very confident in me, and he was like, don't worry, you have learned enough, you have trained insanely, insanely,
Yeah.
I would say, and just have faith.
Right.
And it's just matter of how much you're willing to put yourself out there, how much you're willing to put your energy into it.
Right.
So I think that worked a lot for me, because
Absolutely,
at
yes.
that moment in the match, I was really scared. I was really, really scared. While
Yeah.
shooting, while in the finals, while 2 steps away from the medal. But I just kept telling myself, just one shot at a time. Just have focus right now, have faith right now, and try and do your best. So truly, I'm really honored to be a part of this team, and I feel like we have some things in common, such as like we both strive for precision, quality, and actually we want to deliver the best of the best things. So for me also in my sport, it actually matters a lot to me. The precision, the quality, and the dedication, and everything. The longevity also in my career. So personally, I also strive for that, and the Golden Bullet brand also strives for that. So I feel like this is a great brand, and I'm really honored to be a part of it. And I hope like we make it together for a long time. And this actually, truly, I will tell you that I did not know much about hand tools and fastener expo, but when I came here, I really wanted to know more about it because a developing nation we are, and I think every sector is developing, and having such brilliant tools in this industry also, and how Golden Bullet has been doing so far in its journey. I mean, it's tremendous and absolutely brilliant efforts by the Golden Bullet brand.